I think me and you talked. We didn't talk a while ago. When it comes to the police force,
Right.
um, I am actually officially about to lead the police force myself, like real
Wow.
soon.
Okay. Okay. We
Wow.
know that's interesting.
Yeah. So, and the reason I'm leaving is it's not it. Well, it is me. Well, it's not me individually. Well, yeah,
Say
part
what
of
you
it
want
is
to say
me.
on here, man. I tell you that this
Yeah.
guy got to say
Yeah.
what you want to say.
Oh,
Say
I
what you
know. I
want to say.
talked to him
I'm not gonna
before.
stop you here, brother.
I talked to him before. So it's just there's a lot of. I'll put it this way. There's a lot of nasty officers that are
Thank you.
working within my ranks, and I'm getting tired of it. Um, they're mistreating people. You know, they have no professionalism, and this is the reason a lot of this stuff is happening, especially. So it's to me, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that
Can
mess.
can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
Is there like more of you that think like that than we think?
I mean, there there's a certain amount, but a lot of us won't. A lot of people won't. I mean, I hate to say it, some of the guys will see you go down before they even help you out.
I
Um,
thank you for your honesty, because you know what,
Thank you.
there's a lot of people that can't sit there and say, you know what, I'm just doing my job. I can't sit there and say I'm just doing my job while I'm hurting somebody. I can't do that. I
right.
just can't. You know what I mean? I
I'm
couldn't
just
do
getting
that. And
tired of it. It's I talked to him a while ago, and we had little words back and forth,
Right.
but it's with the environment we're in right now, and I'm starting to see it over some officers that don't need to be officers at all. Um,
can you give
It's
some tips
unfortunate.
to people to like when they're dealing with law enforcement? What do you think they should do when they're encountering a law enforcement? Because we know we have different perspectives when we're getting pulled over and when y'all are approaching us. There's different perspectives there. Can you give
Right.
us some perspective of what a cop thinks, how they feel when they're approaching the car?
uh, yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, when a cop is when an officer is approaching the car, there's a lot of I would
Anger
say the
already?
officers. Well, anger I wouldn't say, but there's a lot of nervousness and anticipation, right? Um,
Okay.
which can cause a lot of issues with that. The other issue is, like I said, some departments do not train their officers well enough to react or deal with people. So, and I've worked for a couple of these departments, and they're not training their officers correctly. And obviously, we're seeing it around the country, right?
That's what my
Right.
boy
It's
So,
just like
ACOP was
freaking.
saying.
It's very similar to the military. Like, you have your units that's freaking squared away, and you have your shitbag units.
right.
The problem is that if you have a shitbag unit in the military, that unit gets disbanded pretty goddamn quickly.
Really?
Well, and
Really?
Yeah.
that's the
What
thing.
qualifies as
And
them to get disbanded?
well,
If you start having a bunch of people like dying, that kind of shit, yeah, you're gone. There's no question about it. The army does not play with freaking safety, man.
yeah,
That
and
kind of
Really?
shit.
that's the thing. I come from. Matter of fact, I was an MP in the army,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
it's way different than being a regular
What's
cop
an
because
MP for people who don't know?
Military
military
police.
police,
Well,
and
there you go, guys.
Yeah.
you're held accountable as an MP. I'm not saying there's no bad MPs, but you're definitely a lot more supervised, and you know if you mess up, you're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, but when it
Yeah.
comes to the civilian side, I'm telling you, there's some. Oh, and sifting will fingerprints and background checks. You know, it's good, but again, in my own department, I got a lieutenant that shouldn't even be a lieutenant because he's lied in court. And how is he even an
There you
officer still?
go.
Again,
Right.
and again, I will say he's white, um, and that's a big reason he's white. He's still an officer. Um,
I
you're not
appreciate
saying
your
anything
honesty,
that
man.
people don't know.
I
You're not
Well,
saying
appreciate
anything
your
and I'm
anybody don't
saying
know.
that,
You know, exactly.
You're
and I'm
saying the
saying that,
quiet part out. You saying the quiet part out loud.
So out loud, there you go. Yes,
and
sir,
I'm
you
saying
are.
that because, and I'm sure you can concur with me. I've been pulled over 6 times with my wife. I have out of state plates or whatever, you
Yeah.
know, and this guy pulls me over, and my wife, you know, she when she was young, she had issues, her family had issues with cops and everything, so she still gets nervous. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm a cop, she still gets nervous around
Right,
cops.
right,
Um,
right, 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 right,
so
right.
she started crying or getting all nervous, and the cop pulled me, got me out of the
You
vehicle
must
and
be
was like, "Hey,
Hispanic, bro. You must be Hispanic. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm
you
mixed. I am mixed.
Okay, yeah,
I
because
am
yeah,
we
you
mixed."
always
sound
got two
Hispanic. I
sides
ain't
of the
gonna lie to
family.
you. Yeah,
Yeah,
We
yeah,
always
I
got
can
two
tell.
sides of the family. One side's the cop and one side's the fucking opposite. You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah.
So, I get, he moves me back and he's like, "What are you doing here? Where are you going?" I'm like, I just let him talk because I'm gonna surprise him later on. And at the very
Right.
end,
You
he's like,
pull up that badge.
"Right." I pull out the badge, which is sad, okay? Because if I gotta pull out a badge for him to say, "Oh,
You
never
know
mind, you
something's
can
wrong.
go," there's something wrong with that. And that's what I mean. Our country right now and our officers right now are just not. I mean, this is not the environment that we need. We
It's
need to
not for the
change.
people. It's not for the
Right.
people. It's for the political game,
Right.
and not gain, not only just game, but gain of interest on people. You know what
Exactly.
I mean?
Exactly.
They're sitting there putting people in jail who do not need to be in jail right now.
Yep.
I
Well, and
promise
then
you.
But
that's
I'm
another
I'm
thing.
very curious, man. I'm very curious. I want to know more about what happened here. So tell me more about this lieutenant. You don't have to dox him. Don't give you the name
Yeah,
or
yeah.
anything. But
No
but
name.
but what kind of a person is he?
Oh yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. So he is. I'll put it this way. So he is a
Is he
very.
racist?
Oh, for sure. And the reason, and
Okay.
the reason I know, he's racist. My background. I said my dad is white, right? And his family's all racist. Okay. So my own cousins wouldn't even recognize me. So I'll put it that way.
Right.
So I know when I meet a racist person
Right.
because I got family members that are racist,
Mm-hmm.
and the words they use, and and I'm talking about down south Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Way down south. I don't live there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't live there right now, but that's you can tell. So this guy, first of all, he's racist. When he was a cop, when I say when he's a cop, because now he's not even allowed he carries a gun, but he's not even allowed to actually run a shift. That should tell you something right there.
What?
Um, yes, yes, and that's
So
why
then
I'm
how does he
angry.
maintain rank?
That's what I am angry about. Okay, I work for an organization. I can't really say it is a federal organization. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Can you
Um,
say that one more time? Say that one more time. What did you just say? I'm trying to grasp that. I'm trying to grasp
yeah.
what you just said.
So this guy,
So
go ahead.
go ahead. No, it's you.
No. So he's holding a gun, but he's
Okay.
not allowed to work on his shift because uh, his integrity, his morals don't exist. He's already known to be a liar in court. Okay. You can Google this
Okay.
guy, and he is lying in court. That's why he lost his last job. But how did he get into the federal government? This is where I'm going to go with what you were telling me months ago. People get through the system, and again, there's certain reasons, maybe because of the color. I mean, I'm going to put it out there, and where I'm at, it's like that. So yeah, he don't have gun privilege. He shouldn't. I put it that way. He shouldn't be a cop. I mean, not at all. He's a criminal. And then when he was a sheriff's deputy, when I'm learning, he was pretty aggressive. Um,
All right. All right.
so pretty much his department got rid of him, and some other department ended up grabbing him. And that's where we're at right now. And this guy has a lot of decisions in the department. So why is he there? That's my question. You know,
The
and
question that could be answered very easy. It's the fact that nobody has brought an issue up into these federal court judges' faces and saying, "Hey, this
oh,
guy
oh,
is
oh,
violating constitutional rights.
nope,
He needs to get
it
out of
has
here."
been. It has been.
Really?
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Wow.
The problem is it
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
been brought up.
We actually
You know,
discussed this on the freaking last time. The problem is
yeah.
that it's not that it hasn't been to court, it's that it's been to court and it's not being freaking enforced.
I mean,
Right.
this guy has violations of line of court. He has a violation of assaulting somebody. That was all the guy was doing was running away from stealing food from the canteen. That's it.
Oh,
And
come
he
on, man.
assaulted this guy off property. I work for off property.
Yeah,
And
in his private capacity.
another officer took a picture and sent it to the local judge, I mean to the local attorney, because obviously he knew it was wrong. And guess what? He's still working here.
But that's because they're in certain kind of groups that won't let them go down.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
and that's been proven
that's-
so many times. The judge
That's
I'm
the
dealing with
problem.
now, he's in the
That's
cult.
the problem.
He's a Freemason, and I'm dealing with that shit right now as we speak. I got court in
Yeah.
about 2 more weeks. I'm fixing to go up there. I'm fixing to eat them up with the motion to dismiss because
you
they
know
have
what?
no grounds, no
Right.
evidence of anything. They have no plaintiff.
But you know what?
There's no plaintiff. I'm finna eat them up. Yes.
I've been written up twice. Been written up twice
For doing good, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, that's it. I mean, and it was stupid. It was stupid. I mean, it was two
know.
stupid things I got written up for. I mean, it
Because
wasn't
you violated them. Because when you go against them, that's it. You're gonna
Yeah.
get written up, dude. You can
That's-
sit
and
there,
that's-
you
and
can
that's
do all the wrong
unfortunate
you want.
part. That's the unfortunate part
Right.
because like people don't realize that they're just like gangsters and just like prisoners. Police forces courting themselves off based off race. Unfortunately, and I think that when officers like you and Yolanda Williams and Carl Cavalier and so many others speak out, you are helping people because you are giving a voice to that freaking officer who may not want to say anything because they got to go out on freaking dangerous freaking patrol, and they
Don't-
need backup.
exactly.
Don't feel like you're doing something wrong, bro. We the people respect people like you, bro.
I
Speak
actually
out.
respect that.
I respect
out,
the
man.
shit out
Well,
of it
you know-
because you know right from wrong. You know right from wrong. You're sitting here saying, you know what, that ain't right. You're not supposed to be doing it. You can't go over here and violate
Yeah,
these
but
people's rights.
I-
And we sitting here have real criminals in our own
But, you know,
department.
Right. But the issue with, I mean, what makes me aggravated is, I mean, I pretty much got to the point where I realized, I'm done. I'm done with it because it is a career. I loved it. I loved it, but I don't love what it stands for anymore. So I can't be
I
involved in
respect
it
that.
anymore. Does that make sense?
I respect
And
that.
I respect that.
And to
I
me,
respect that.
it's disgusting,
Yeah.
and that's
The-
my whole issue. And again, it just depends on who you are too. That's another issue with me
Yeah.
is, I see
The good
people
old
go
boy
down
system.
real fast. Right. And to me,
For
that's
being a
just
certain
not
color.
even, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
research.
too.
So
So
how do
know
you
what it is.
feel about
Well,
being how do you feel about
Can I ask you something? Yeah.
I was going to ask you a quick question.
Go ahead.
How
Go
do you
ahead.
feel about certain police officers coming with this attitude of we shouldn't film the police? Because I remember the National Police Association, I think it's the Police Benevolence Association. They put out with that video, stop filming and start helping. How do you feel about that?
I mean, how, are they talking about filming the police in general?
Yeah,
Do you
they were
think it's a
saying
good
that,
idea
that,
to
that
film
you shouldn't be
police?
filming, that you should be helping.
I mean, it's not a,
That
not against
was
the
a
law
big
to
issue with
film.
you, right?
I
Cobb.
mean,
That was a big issue.
I'm just
To be
curious
honest
what
with
they
you,
meant by
yeah.
start helping. Like, what are you gonna do to help?
right.
If I
Right.
intervene in
don't wanna
police
fuck around and get
business,
shot.
am I not getting like in the way?
Yeah.
No, I understand what they're
Good.
trying. I understand what they're trying to say. Will help, but at the same time, do I know what's really going on? Is this cop acting in a capacity to where he's
Well,
eligible to do this,
and that's
or is
that's
he
the
acting?
thing. that's the thing that, it sucks because, like I said, I work with people that I have to constantly be calming their butts down for, like, because they're idiots. And like, dude, you need a
There's a
you
lot
need
of
a
those.
freaking like, what are you yelling for? Why are you yelling at this dude? I mean, there's no reason to be yelling at this guy. I got guys that are pretty much, I mean, they have no control over themselves. Their mouths just start running, and that's not what a cop's supposed to do. Now,
I can
again,
tell you weren't
like,
bullied in school, man.
I can tell
well,
you probably were not the kid that was bullied, or you were the goddamn
No,
bully
you were
because you know how
not.
to deal with shit.
well,
Yeah, you do.
and the problem is, I grew up, again, I hate to say it, but I grew up in a racist place, so I had to deal with racist people all the time. So
Okay.
that's the thing, you know. But again, it's like the supervisors, the staff ain't doing nothing about it. That's point blank. They know how crazy these people are, that they ain't doing their job, but they're allowing it. They're allowing it constantly. So it's all the way to the top. I mean, it's gotta be cut from the top to the bottom. That's the
There
reality.
you go.
There
You
has to
said
be a
you said the
complete,
key words.
'cause-
Cut.
yeah, because there's no taking responsibility, and there's no holding people accountable. That's how
Yeah.
crazy we've gotten at this point. And then,
Yeah.
I don't look, I don't agree with cops being killed. Like, that is, to me, that's
No,
disgusting.
of
But
course not.
but
Yeah.
the reason it's happening so much is because, I'm not saying every person wants to kill a cop, but a lot of officers have created that environment, and that's another thing.
Unfortunately,
They've created that
Backlash.
environment.
It's the backlash.
I've been trying my best to keep certain parts of the far left calm. Like I had a situation yesterday in which somebody wanted to go kill a cop, and I had to go over to his place, go grab him, and say, "Hey, listen, if you do this, you know what's going to happen as a result? They're going to demonize all of us, and then they're going to bring about gun control. That's all that's going to
Right.
happen. You're not going to solve any freaking problem. All you're going to do is cause more problems for yourself, for your family, and for everybody. You're gonna bring us backwards." So,
Right.
um,
Right.
but the reason why he was so upset is because there was this cop in Kent, Washington State, where I'm at. His name is Derek Camerzel, and this guy is literally a Nazi cop. He's displayed SS rank on his
Oh, wow.
Damn.
office door for
Smokes.
about 2 weeks, and he wasn't fired for it. And there was an internal affairs probe, and internal affairs decided that he knew exactly what that rank was. He knew exactly what that was, and he still
A
wasn't fired.
high rank.
Yeah. It's real though. That's
No. If you got the SS on you, those are the boats, man.
Yeah. Like
That's
the
the whole
boats
issue.
on you.
yeah, no,
Nobody
but
knows
then,
about the lightning bolts, about the white people, man. White people, if you ever see your people go to prison, they're gonna get the lightning bolts on them, man. They
Yes,
gonna be
SS.
sergeants
Oh.
and everything.
I'm glad
Yeah.
you mentioned that. So here's another one. I forgot. Just get ready for it. We have another lieutenant. Now, I'll put it this way. He doesn't show racism. He doesn't do none of that. He works like he's supposed to work. He's equal to a point. But again, he's got a tattoo. He's got a skinhead tat. I don't know what his reason behind it is, but the fact he's got it, and I brought it up multiple times, no one cares, obviously. So
what? What?
Because nobody knows what it is. A lot of people don't know what that is. They don't
Well,
understand what that shit is.
but I
It's like
brought it up.
it goes
I
past the
brought it
prison
up.
system. Right.
But you're
But
freaking
nobody's
brought it
Hispanic.
up
You
more
would
than
you would
once.
definitely know. They don't just target black people.
Right.
You would
No,
know.
they don't.
Right.
Right?
They don't. Right.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
So, and
So
that's,
you sitting there going, look at
again,
this tattoo. This motherfucker's saying exactly what he does, and nobody's sitting here listening to you. That's
And then-
exactly how we feel.
And then here's the other
You know what I
issue.
mean?
Again, like I said, I work for the federal government. I mean, that's horrible. Federal officers are, getting away with all this stuff. It's just,
What does that,
again,
what does that show you though? That shows you that it's really us against them. Who is us against them? It's
Yeah,
not
I know.
police against it's not police against us. It's the right against the wrong. That's what
Right,
it comes down
right.
to. You know what I mean?
That is
Exactly.
crazy.
'Cause
I've never.
look at my
Wait.
boy. Look at my boy
Is
Cobb.
this,
He was
is
in the
this
police
officer
system.
still on duty?
yes, he is. And then Let me give you one more. This is the last, and this is all in the same department I'm in. Okay, I'm not making this up. I
Damn.
promise you, I'm not making none of this
Nah,
up.
we
I promise
believe
you.
you. We believe you.
And
Go ahead.
here's another one. Here's another one coming for you. So I don't know if you heard of have you heard of the Iron Order, the biker Iron
No.
Order?
Yeah. I've actually heard.
I have
this off
not.
Somebody, yeah.
Explain it. Explain it to people. We don't know.
Well, Iron Order is I mean, they don't consider themselves NC, but they are NC because they commit crimes, right? And
Okay.
they hire anybody outside of, I mean, firefighters, police,
Thank you,
doctors. They don't
dude.
want
We have a
Right,
have a
they get-
shitload of
they
those
get-
officers that are in Texas like that. They're all bike riders. They all do the same shit. They all deal in methamphetamines. They all do the same. Go ahead. Go ahead. I think I know where you're going with this. Go ahead.
So guess what? We got an officer that does that. He's involved in it. He's got pictures. I even show pictures on Facebook where he's pictured with these guys, and he's wearing the jacket.
Damn.
And you know what I was told? I was told, well, you know, it's this biker gang is on a watch, but it's not a red flag or something, you know. And
Mhm.
I was like, but he's dealing, you know, he's doing
The
criminal stuff, you know. And then I got my brother, my brother's an FBI agent. I was like, hey, what about the Iron Order? He's like, oh yeah, they're a biker gang, but the FBI still doesn't recognize them as a full
As a threat.
patch gang. I'm like, it's a threat. I'm like, but it's a threat. They're doing drugs, dealing drugs, and they're committing crimes against other biker gangs.
What does
And you're
that
right,
tell you?
Jen. Not all cops
What
are
does
bad, I
that
agree.
tell you? That tells you that
That's
they're
what
not
I'm
dealing
saying.
in criminal
And you-
activity. They're
And you
dealing.
can vouch for
They're
me.
dealing. Go ahead.
You can vouch for me. The military was the same way. I mean, that military's big on that, where they don't recognize gangs for some reason. I don't, you know, that's
They are. It's weird.
Yeah,
It's weird.
It's weird.
Especially
Now-
not military gangs. Thanks for watching. If you would like more deep dive content, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you want more shorter content, you can check out my TikTok. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow. But most importantly, make sure you share the content with everyone that you know so that we can hold cops accountable. Until next time, horns up, peace out, good night, and good luck.